Welcome to everyone. In our previous class, we have discussed about the cardinal number or cardinality of a set. So, the cardinality of the set of all natural numbers that is scripted, this is denoted by aleph naught, and the cardinality of set of all real numbers that is scripted, this is denoted by C. Any cardinal number greater than aleph naught is called uncountable. So, if A be a set and the cardinality of A is greater than aleph naught, then A is uncountable. Now we come to a very important theorem, that is Cantor's theorem. So Cantor's theorem states that for any set A, we have cardinality of A less than cardinality of power set of A, that is Pm. So this holds for any set A. Now come to the corollary. So according to Cantor's theorem, if we consider set of all natural numbers, then we can write cardinality of set of all natural numbers, this is less than cardinality of power set of script n. As we know, in between Pn and R there is a bijection. So we can write cardinality of Pn is equal to cardinality of R, as there is a bijection between Pn and R. Therefore, this implies this cardinality of n less than cardinality of R, or aleph naught less than C. As we know, any cardinal number greater than aleph naught is uncountable. So, this implies C is uncountable. Now come to a very important statement, that is continuum hypothesis. So, continuum hypothesis states that there does not exist any set capital A such that script n, that is set of all natural numbers, subset of A, subset of R. So, there does not exist any set A such that n subset of A, subset of R, this holds. That is, in other words, we can say there does not exist any set A such that cardinality of n, that is aleph naught, this is less than cardinality of A less than cardinality of C. Now come to the general continuum hypothesis. So, general continuum hypothesis states that there does not exist any set A, there does not exist any set B between any set A and its power set P of A. That is, there does not exist any set B such that A subset B subset P of A, or we can express this statement in terms of cardinality, that is, there does not exist any set B such that cardinality of A less than B, cardinality of B less than cardinality of our set of A. This holds. So these two are very important statement, and very often using this continuum hypothesis, general continuum hypothesis, there be a question in our very important and precious examinations. Next, a very beautiful result, that is, say alpha be any infinite cardinal number. Okay, alpha is any infinite cardinal number, or it may be called as transfinite cardinal number, and beta is another cardinal number such that beta less than alpha, then alpha to the power beta will be alpha. This holds. So suppose f maps from A to B be a mapping, f maps from A into B be a mapping, and the cardinality of A is say beta, and the cardinality of B is alpha. Okay, so the number of mappings from A into B, this is equal to cardinality of beta, cardinality of B, sorry, to the power cardinality of A. So the number of mappings from A into B is defined as cardinality of B to the power cardinality of A. That is, here cardinality of B is denoted by alpha and cardinality of A is denoted by beta. Now, if here beta less than alpha, this holds, and alpha is A, that is our previous result which I have just told. If alpha is an infinite cardinal number, suppose infinite cardinal number, and beta is another cardinal number with beta less than alpha, then this is our number of mapping, and directly we can write alpha to the power beta equal to alpha. Okay, so these are very important results, and very often we are used this result to solving our problems. So in our next classes we shall discuss more important topics and also interesting. Keep watching, and thanks to everyone.